what is going on. Why are governments all over the West pushing these authoritarian measures that don't make sense from a healthcare point of view? And the trail, we have resisted this whole conspiracy theory about the World Economic Forum, but the data are there. The information is there. The policies are there. Every single one of the major authoritarian leaders, like the Prime Minister of New Zealand, Justin Trudeau, Emmanuel Macron, Angela Merkel, etc., Gavin Newsom, Governor Inslee, they're all trained by the World Economic Forum. They're in terms of these Americans that are WEF trainees and graduates, their loyalty is not to the Constitution. It's not to the United States. It's to a new entity, this global public-private partnership idea, which is based in Switzerland. Davos is, we all think of that, under the leadership of Klaus Schwab. These are the people that have been promoting this universal mass vaccination. And it appears that the logic of that really is about getting digital IDs, getting everybody signed on to a system in which they are digitally identified as a stepping stone towards a total digital-based economy in which we have digital money. And the reveal, here we are with the truckers. The big reveal was what happened when Trudeau decided to weaponize the banking system against the Canadian truckers and lock them out of their bank accounts.
If your truck is being used in these protests, your corporate accounts will be frozen. The insurance on your vehicle will be suspended.
That's the future they want, where they can control us by controlling our access to our own funds, controlling our ability to purchase goods and services.
To some developing news from the Seneca Nation. Members are now firing back at the state of New York after court filings, which have essentially frozen the nation's bank accounts and finances as a whole.
If they can do this, they can control everything. And what they seem to be seeing is a boundary, a threshold event. There seems to be a widespread belief in the financial community that the situation that has been developed since the great financial crisis is unsustainable. That crisis showed that the whole system is broken, and they've tried to prop it up by printing fiat currency and pushing that out. Now we've got hyperinflation, and we seem to be coming up to a boundary event. And as your shirt says, it's not about health. It's about what is it going to look like on the other side of that boundary event where the current financial system goes through some major collapse like it did before during the great financial crisis. Only that looks like it was really just a prelude. We're looking at something globally that's much bigger, and the World Economic Forum basically appears to be trying to weaponize public health to advance this broader agenda of trying to implement some ability to control what happens to the world as it passes through this major boundary event. And it appears that what they're trying to do is put in place controls so they can maintain their financial positions. And because as they move through this, it's hard to see what's on the other side. And they may very well be compromised financially. This wealth that has been built up over centuries and the wealth in these major funds based on fiat currency may no longer be viable in the same way. They may not be able to control the world economy in the same way on the other side.